All right, well, hello everyone. I'm Rosario Perez, leader of the Shooting Stars, and we're here today to talk about how we're going to Los Cabos, Mexico. Woo! Everybody excited? Uh, I'm gonna show you how you earn points to get there, and the trip is next year, June 2nd through the 5th. So make your plans now. We can get started, starting with campaign 23. So let me show you the different ways that you're going to earn points to go to Los Cabos, Mexico. When is the incentive? So we have two parts of the incentive. The first part is called Vamos Head Start, which is from campaign 23 through 26. And then the official incentive starts campaign 1 through campaign 8. So during the Vamos Head Start part, there are three ways that you can earn points during Head Start. That would be with traditionally recruiting new members to your team, promoting to Bronze Ambassador for the first time, and mentoring a first-generation representative to promote to Bronze Ambassador for the first time. And so with recruiting, you'll earn 300 points for that. Promoting yourself is 500 points. And then mentoring someone to a promotion is 250 points. Now, if you don't already know, therefore I have Q and R. That's a qualified new recruit. And a qualified new recruit is a representative who places a first or second order of 150 or more during the Head Start and or the incentive period and pays for that order on time. They are considered a qualified new recruit, and you earn points for those. Now, during the official incentive period, which is campaign 1 through 8, this is how you can earn points for that. You can do it through sales, through recruiting, and through development. So with sales, you can have sales between $300 and $499, and you'll earn 100 points each campaign that you do that. Or if you sell at the 500 level or higher, you will earn 200 points each campaign that you have that amount of sales. Then in addition to that, as I mentioned, the recruiting. There's two ways to recruit. It's either a traditional qualified recruit or an ALMA qualified recruit. So traditional is someone that you personally brought onto your team. ALMA is it's a lead that has like contacted Avon saying they had some kind of interest in Avon, and Avon then passes on that lead to you. So if it's that kind of a recruit, you earn 150 points for that. Then in development, that would be promoting yourself. That's 1,000 points. Or if you mentor someone in your first generation, that's 500 points for each one that you mentor. And then each time one of those qualified new recruits that you added to your team places an additional $150 order or more after their first initial one, you get 100 points each campaign that they do that. Now, in addition to the points, you can earn rewards along the way. So as you accumulate points, you accumulate prizes. So once you hit 1,000 points, you're going to get, I believe it's an Avon logoed towel. At 2,000 points, you already earned the towel, plus you're going to get a tote. At 3,000 points, it's the towel, the tote, and now a mirror and brush set. 5,000 points, you've already earned a trip for one. And then 2,000 points more. At 7,000 points, woohoo! 2 of you are going to Los Cabos, Mexico. Yay! Oh, let me mention this note here down at the bottom. You must place an order at youravon.com to receive those prizes, the towel, the tote, and the mirror and brush set. They typically, those prizes, as you earn them, they would go out 1 or 2 campaigns after you earned it. So you want to make sure that you are placing orders at youravon.com and not only looking at direct delivery orders. Here, I'm just telling you again how you can earn the points. So as we mentioned, in sales of either 300 to 499 is 100 points, or at $500 or more, it's 200 points. So those points can only be earned during campaigns 1 through 8. So if you consistently sold at the 300 to 499 level, the maximum points you're going to earn during the incentive is 800 points. If you sold at the 500 plus every single campaign of the incentive, they're 200 points each, so that would be a maximum of 1,600 points that you could earn during this incentive. Now then, other points are through recruiting, traditional or ALMA, and as I said, that's 300 points or 150, and so that's really up to you. How many are you going to recruit to make sure that you earn this incentive? With the ALMA, here I said if eligible. So not everybody is in the ALMA program. You do need to be a bronze ambassador or higher to get shared leads from Avon, or you can purchase the leads from Avon. So bronze ambassador or higher, you can add that to it. The additional $150 orders that those new recruits are going to be placing, they're 100 points each. So the maximum that you could earn per new recruit is 800 points. And so that is assuming you signed up someone who places an order in either campaign 23, 24, 25, or 26, then starting in campaign 1, they continue to place those $150 orders or more. In campaign 1, they do it again, and now you've earned 100 points for them. And so then each time they do it, the campaigns 1 through 8, that's where I came out with the 800 points. Now, that will go down as the later in the campaigns that you recruit. So if you recruit someone in campaign 6, okay, that's their 150 order, their first order, then 7 and 8, you could earn the additional 100 points each of those 2 campaigns for that recruit. Then when you promote yourself for the first time into a bronze ambassador or higher, you're going to earn 1,000 points. So that's up to you. How many promotions do you want to give yourself during this time frame? You don't have to just stop at one. Mentoring your first generation is 500 points each person that you help promote to bronze ambassador or higher. So again, you don't have to just think of helping one person mentor up. How many on your team would like to start their own team that you are going to help them successfully do that? That's 500 points each time. Now, a representative, I don't know who, but someone was kind enough to make this tracking sheet for us. So I can't remember if I do have it on the Shooting Stars Facebook page. If I don't, I will add it tonight or tomorrow. But this is an easy way for us to track each campaign, all the points that we accumulate. So what's your plan? Are you aiming to earn the trip for 1? Do you want two trips? I would recommend you go for the max. Always go for the top and then see where you land. Ooh, do you have a passport? Okay, you're going to need a passport to go to Mexico. But I want to say it takes maybe 6 months at the most to get a passport. So you definitely have time, but just don't wait till the last minute. Now, how are you going to earn the trip? What activities will you do to ensure you earn points? Are you already selling at 300? Selling at 500? If not, what will you do to increase sales? So some activities you could do to help you increase sales and add team members is you could have a booth at a vendor event. You could set up a table somewhere. Here I've mentioned Catherine's. They seem to be very receptive to letting you set up a table there. You cannot sell product. You would just have a display, but that would give you an opportunity to talk to people to either grow your customer base or, like I said, grow team members. You could do a customer appreciation day. That is, you just pick a day and you just call it Avon's Customer Appreciation Day. And so you would go out and you could have samples ready, maybe little bombitas, a little package of several samples in a little Ziploc bag, where you would offer them to people, letting them know it's Avon's Customer Appreciation Day and I wanted you to have this, and start a conversation with them that way to get their contact information and talk to them and see if they'd be interested in being a customer or actually joining your team. Social media, are you going to be promoting it on social media? I sure hope you are. An open house. That's something you could do to invite people to come and see the products and talk to them about starting their own business. If you don't want to hold the open house yourself, maybe you could find someone to host it for you, and that way you're going to meet some new people that they know and talk to them that way. If you aren't already, you want to be putting recruiting labels on your brochures. You're going to have to do that to let people know that not only can they shop with you, but they could become a representative themselves with you. And that's just a few things that I mentioned. If you have other ideas, I would absolutely love for us to be able to brainstorm and come up with ways that we're going to achieve this trip. All of us, it will help us all to work together. So how are you recruiting right now? What is it that you do to get recruits? And if you aren't recruiting at least one per campaign, you're probably going to need to increase your efforts, because if you want more, you're going to have to do more. So just amp up your game. Like we mentioned a lot, the 5x5. If you're already doing the 5x5, you may want to bump that up to maybe 10. I don't know. I mean, you'll have to decide what number is right for you and what activities are right for you. I'm just throwing out a few suggestions. Help your new teammates succeed. So how are you going to do that? Well, Kickstart is key. You definitely want to encourage them to achieve those sales goals to ensure the $150 or more orders throughout this incentive. So if they achieve the Kickstart, they're going to have those bigger orders, and they're going to be successful. They're going to be making money, so they're going to stick with it. So that's definitely what you want, is an engaged team member. Many engaged team members. Did you know, if you earn the trip but cannot go or do not want to go, I mean, some people may not want to go to Mexico, there is a buyout option. So I definitely encourage you, even if you're thinking, well, I don't want to go to Mexico, shoot for the incentive anyway. Try to work to earn the incentive, because if you earn that trip for one, you can do the buyout and you'll get $500. Earn it for two, and that's $1,000 in your pocket if you choose not to go on the trip. So definitely it's worth working for the incentive. And here I filled out that tracking sheet just to give you an example of how you could earn the trip. So I marched through these top ones here because during campaigns 23 through 26, as I mentioned, we are only earning points for traditional recruits, for promoting up to bronze ambassador, or mentoring. So these others don't count during the Vamos Head Start part. But so let's assume that you sign up one person per campaign during the incentive. So that's where these 300 points come in, one each campaign. That's going to put you at 3,600 points on that section alone. And then let's look at your sales. I'm just making this stuff up. It's just a little example. Campaigns 1, 2, and 3, say you're just getting started, so you're selling at about $300, or between $300 and $499. So you're earning 100 points each of those campaigns. And then you find your groove, and now you are selling at the 500 plus the rest of the incentive period. So altogether, you've earned 1,300 points in your sales, plus the $3,600. Not dollars. I'm sorry, 3,600 points in recruiting, and each of those are successful. So here are the additional 100 points. So these first 4 that you signed up in campaign 1, they placed that additional $150 order, so that's 400 points right there extra that you got. And then here, I'm assuming this other one that you successfully signed up continues to place the $150 order, and so that's why now it's 500. And so each one, basically each one that you add the campaign before now gets you another 100 points over here. So that's a whole 6,000 points in just that section alone. So now we're looking at, you've signed up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 representatives, all selling over $150. Your orders are between 300 and 500. So you have mentored up to bronze ambassador, and that's 1,000 points for you. Okay, then you continue to recruit, and so now you've got a total of 12 recruits. So you've probably doubled your team sales. So now you have promoted yourself up again to silver ambassador. So that's another 1,000 points for you there. So we've got 2,000 points in promotions. And then over here, I just had to kind of create my own little extra column, and because I like to see each campaign, how am I doing in points? So I also did a cumulative one. So the first campaign, 23, we signed up 1 person, so had 300 points. So we have 300 total, and cumulative is 300. Now we added another 300. We're at 600, and we keep adding across to what that is and adding it to the one above. So we see that here in campaign 5, we are already at 7,400 points. You know what that means? We've already earned the trip for 2. Okay, but you just keep on, you're already on a roll, so just keep on doing what you're doing, and you've got way more points than what you need by the end of it. So you are sitting on solid ground to earn the trip for 2. And of course, this is in a perfect world. This is assuming everybody does what they're supposed to do. But we know that doesn't always happen. There can be little glitches here and there. But if you follow this, you already created a cushion, so it's okay if sometimes it doesn't work out quite as planned. So I hope this helps you see how achievable it really is. And just in closing, I just wanted to share this quote with you, that people will accomplish anything if they believe the goal is worth it. They are worth it, and they are capable of achieving it. I believe in you. Do you believe in you? I know you can do it. We can all do it. Let's all go to Mexico together. Yay!